Hello, Dr. Showman here, and Five Nights at Freddy's the subject matter today. The point and click indie horror game that rose from the depths of obscurity to become a multimedia sensation of the last decade. You know, the kind of jump scare that's more surprising than the game itself is how it skyrocketed to fame. At first glance, it's not hard to see why everyone's buzzing about it. The original game, especially, is a masterstroke of minimalistic horror. Picture this. You're trapped in an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese style pizzeria where the animatronic characters come to life after dark. The first Five Nights had this cruel brilliance to it, making you feel utterly helpless. No weapons, no escape route, just a limited range of defensive actions tied to a rapidly depleting power source. It's like a minimalist nightmare, a nerve-wracking surveillance simulator. And the fan base? Oh, it's massive. Almost unthinkably so. It's like a relentlessly milked cash cow that's been turned into a merchandising goldmine. So, the logical next step. Turning it into a movie, of course. But here's where things get interesting. Adapting a game like Five Nights at Freddy's into a movie is no piece of cake. It's like trying to turn a master of suspense like John Carpenter into a gourmet chef. The challenge is real. In the movie version, we meet security guard Mike Schmidt, played by Josh Hutcherson. He takes on the job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And trust me, he's got bigger fish to fry than dealing with the oversized animatronic mascot. If he doesn't get his act together, he might lose custody of his kid sister to his outrageously villainous aunt. She's so blatantly evil, it's almost comical. Just listen to her rudeness towards service workers. As if that weren't enough, Mike is haunted by the childhood disappearance of his little brother, snatched during a day at the park and never seen again. It's like contemporary horror's obsession with trauma has breached the colorful walls of Freddy's. But does all this melodrama add to the horror fun? Not exactly. Instead of locking us into a nightmarish night shift, we're back in suburbia, watching Mike deal with custody battles and quasi-romance with a local cop who doubles as the exposition machine. When we finally hit Freddy's territory, it's not the endless night shift we hoped for. Instead, we get glimpses of neon nostalgia, and the animatronics, while cool-looking, don't quite make the cut in the scary department. They're more like misunderstood monsters with a deflating origin story. The movie, it seems, assumes that the loyal fan base is hungry for extraneous plot, but if it had come first, there might not have been a Five Nights empire to exploit. It's a bit like ordering pizza and getting a salad. The movie misses the mark, drowning the game's thrill in a sea of unnecessary drama and exposition. So, my fellow weirdos, if you're looking for a genuine Five Nights at Freddy's experience, it's better to turn off the monitor, slam the door, or simply play the game itself. There's no need to endure this movie's overdose of melodrama.